This is the Psalms, and it is by Crossway. It is the English Standard Version, and recommended retail price is about $70 US, though you can find it much cheaper. It comes in top grain leather, and when we open it, you'll see it has a very minimalist presentation of the text. Now, along the spine, we see these 4 raised hubs and this gold stamped text. Of course, as in usual Crossway fashion, there's an overabundance of text. The leather also feels very soft, and it smells good, which is nice. You see this tooling around the outside that gives it a clean look. There is no perimeter stitching though. This ribbon, I should mention, is my own addition. The original ribbon it comes with is just terrible. I highly recommend a ribbon change if you're considering this Psalter. The original is scrawny single-sided satin. We see here there's no edge gilding, which is a little unfortunate. It's just this ridged paper along here, and that will reduce its long-term durability to some extent. It will fray at the edges a lot quicker. We can see here that it has a leather liner, and it's edge-lined, which just means that this liner here continues and is pasted onto the text block, the pages of the book itself. And this ought to increase the long-term durability of the book. And I've seen conflicting reports as to whether that liner is real or fake leather. And one thing that becomes instantly noticeable as we open the book is that straight away it wants to close up. See this? Oh, way to make a liar of me. If we try this again, there we go. You see, basically anywhere in the book that we open from, it will want to close back up. Even after a bit of breaking in, it really just seizes right up. I don't know whether this is just this particular copy, if it's defective perhaps, or if it is universal. I've seen some copies of it online that seem to be more broken in, that stay open better, but this one's a couple of months old and it really likes to close. Now, opening up, you see we come to a presentation page, which is pretty inoffensive, it's pretty clean, and then we'll come to a title page here, and then copyright, and after that we've got this little about the ESV section, which you'll want to read. It's quite short, but it's always beneficial to read these introductions. And what we have next is another title page. It's pretty creative. We need even more, I reckon. It's a nice red, I have to say. And wow, there you go, another title. This introduces book 1 of the Psalter. It's in that nice red. And this looks very clean, I should mention, which is going to be a theme throughout. It isn't too flashy, and here we get to Psalm 1, and you see that red again, that title in red, and this little symbol, and then we have this text here. And what's beautiful about this text is how clean it is. It looks great, and it's a nice, big, beautiful font that's so readable, and it's just beautifully spaced out, and it's all about the text. You see here we have these verse numbers. They're all out of the way. They don't take up any of your attention as you just read through the psalm. It's the same with these headings, which are out of the way at the bottom of the page. As you can see, they are the standard ESV headings for the psalms, and it's nice that they're there, but don't distract you from the text at all. And they're accompanied by the psalm number, which is helpful. The inscriptions are in a nice italicized text here, and that helps differentiate it from the psalm proper, which I quite like. And as with everything else in this Psalter, it just screams, read me, read the text. And that's wonderful. It's simple and it's readable. Now you'll see here, we end with Psalm 150 on page 364. Then we just end. No lexicon, no maps. And you'll see here all the selahs are here in the text if you care about that, but they are out of the way. And I've found that this little Psalter provides a wonderful way to start the day. But if you were looking for it, you could also take notes with this. The paper is quite thick and opaque, and the text is line matched so that ghosting is so minimized. Now, here we round out the final signature with a bunch of blank pages, which I imagine would be great for note-taking. And we have the end of the Psalter. And this is much the same as the front. We have top grain leather stamped here, and then we'll get to the back cover. And we're again at that nice soft leather. So in summary, there is so much to like about this Psalter. The cover's wonderful. It's nice and soft. You open up to this fantastic presentation of the text, which is minimalistic and really just all about the Psalms. And I have to say, I've never found a Bible this cheap with the quality that's on display here. Now, as I mentioned, it could stand to lay flat a bit more easily. It just wants to seize up, and that has to do with this edge lining and also the stiffness of the paper. And then there's the lack of gilding on the page edges and the ribbon that it comes with. Not this one, the original, which is horrible. Nevertheless, given the quality of this Bible, given all the features and given the wonderful presentation and the edge lining and just so many things about this Bible, it's quite a good value as well. The Psalms from Crossway.